Hey everyone, Flannel here. This is episode 17 of my No Skin to Pro Scrim series. This series is designed to be short, sweet, and educational, so let's get right into it. Episode number 17, How to Utilize Sound in Fortnite. Sound is easily one of the most difficult features in Fortnite to utilize. This probably has a lot to do with the fact Fortnite is full of unique sounds that often clutter together, and the fact that the sound system lacks true surround sound. Here are a few tips you can use to pinpoint enemy locations despite the awkward sound system. Tip number 1. Know the difference between vertical sounds. Sounds from above your character sound like this. And sounds from below your character sound like this. From my experience, the easiest way to separate these sounds is by asking yourself one simple question. Do these footsteps have a deep tone or no? If the answer is yes, the enemy is below you. If not, they are above you. This question allows you to focus on one particular aspect of a sound rather than thinking of both, which will end up increasing your decision-making time. Tip number 2. Look to confirm sound location. Sometimes, even with knowing the difference between lower and upper sounds, it can be difficult to be 100% sure where the enemy is. In these cases, it's best to look in the direction you think the sound is coming from. With the way the Fortnite sound system works, sound gets louder when you are directly looking at the object making noise. Here's a clear example using chests. Take note though, it is much more apparent when it comes to chests. Tip number 3. Understand farming vulnerability. Farming structures in Fortnite is probably the loudest thing you can do in the game. For this reason, a person breaking structures is pretty much rendered deaf to sneak attacks. Make sure to take a quick break from farming materials every now and then to ensure you aren't getting snuck up on. It'll save your life more often than you'd think. Tip number 4. Do not rely on sound. Sound, despite the fact it was revamped in Season 6, has its flaws. Oftentimes, it sounds as though sounds don't happen when they should, or are confusing when they are there. For example, this clip shows the fact you can't hear enemies moving through the air except for the initial jump. This clip shows how the glider sounds above you. For these situations, try boxing up with the roof open to bait the enemy into a trap kill. This technique eliminates having to guess exactly where the glider is, and allows for a low effort kill. And this clip shows the beautiful sounds of Season 7. If you find yourself attempting to make out sounds in this situation, just leave the game. You'll be better off. This concludes episode 17, How to Utilize Sound in Fortnite. If you are comfortable with the tips provided in this video, feel free to move on to the next one, which will focus on winning the endgame. If you enjoyed the video, don't be afraid to like or subscribe, and as always, see you next video.